going to be giving my girlfriend 1,000,000 rand, baby.
This is the modern day #rich boy of YouTube.
I've been looking at Ferraris, you know. Let me go buy my girlfriend a car, bro. You know what I mean? Like a young surprise.
You cannot blame that on anyone else. You have to take accountability for the things that you choose to consume. You choose to watch this kind of content. You choose to support it. You choose to click on it.
When you change your thoughts, you change your life. This is Thoughts That Count with Poloko.
All right, so I saw a snippet of this video that was talking about the fake lifestyle of YouTubers. And this one caught my attention because it's South African. So I thought, let's come and check out the full video, and I'll share some commentary on it as usual, but I wanna share my thoughts, and I wanna know what you think as well. So in the comment section, talk to me, let me know what you think. And in the same breath, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you understand what I'm saying? Just let's not go back and forth. Anyway, let's get into it. This is the very fake lifestyle of YouTubers. And like I said, this one is South African. So let's get into it. We'll talk later. Let's see.
So guys, I am going to be giving my girlfriend 1,000,000 rand, baby.
This is the modern day #rich boy of YouTube. A content creation style where seemingly wealthy kids flash their wealth.
Had like an interior designer to design the interior, furnish it, and we just like, you know, gave him a bag. I've been looking at Ferraris, you know. I've been looking at Lamborghini.
Kind of showing it off or downright rubbing it in the faces of their viewers and giving that to them as content.
Why buy her one ring when you can buy her four? I've been looking at Maseratis, you know.
But it's just a prank, isn't it?
It's a prank.
Pranks, bro. Oh, the pranks. Let's get to the pranks.
You know, on one hand, I get it. The people want to be entertained. But where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line between harmless pranks and utter deceit to the viewers?
It's the prank.
I don't know. You see, when it comes to this, my question is he really being deceptive? This has always been my question, because here's what I mean by that. When I see people like this, and I don't see a whole lot of this, I must just disclose that in the beginning. I don't watch a whole lot of that content. I don't know what's going on in that world. But anytime I've seen such content, you know, saw somebody saying stuff like, you know, I'm buying my girlfriend a car, or, you know, gold digger pranks, or those couple pranks, whatever it is, I've always been under the impression that the only person being pranked is the viewer. Everybody in the video seems to be in on it. That's what I've always thought. But I know that not everybody thinks that way. Not everybody sees it that way. And also on their part, they try to give the impression that it is not that way. But anyone with an adult brain should know that the person being pranked is the viewer. It is not the people in the video. Everyone in the video knows exactly what's going on. But anyway, let's get into the rest of this video.
Buy you a car. No.
Hey man, you guys already know the level, guys. So I woke up today and I was like, I'm saying, let me go buy my girlfriend a car, bro. You know what I mean? Like a young surprise.
Lies.
You
know, if you had 1 million on IG, right? IG won't give you 1,000,000 rand, right? But your boyfriend will, baby.
How do you feel when people say that you and your friends are living a fake lifestyle?
That's not true.
You never bought me a car. Stop lying.
What do you say to allegations or your videos are staged or planned? How do you maneuver around that? When someone meets you in public, hey, what, or someone makes a video about that?
Yeah. Anybody can make a video, bro. No, I'm saying I don't really, know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chilling. My videos, if you think they stayed, then you think they stayed. If you don't think they stayed, then they don't stay. But then, like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you stage them, yes or no?
No.
Okay. Now you see, because I was saying in the beginning, now I want you to get this, right? I don't think it's that deep. I really don't think it's that deep. I think these guys are creating content that they deem as entertainment. It's their kind of entertainment. It's not really entertainment for me, but I don't think there's anything wrong with them saying, this is the kind of content I want to create, this kind of lifestyle, luxurious lifestyle content, and I want to give that to the people. There are people who are fans of that. Cool. But now, come on, my guy. Come on, my guy. Look at Zilla. Look at Zilla's face right here. Zilla's face is like, come on, my guy. Zilla knows. Zilla knows. Zilla can see that you're lying to us. But like I said, if you want to create the content, create the content. You don't have to lie to us about it. You don't have to tell us that it is what we know it's not. So come on now. Come on. You said no too confidently. You said no way too quickly. Don't lie to us.
You look very guilty, my guy.
I look now.
Becoming a successful YouTuber isn't a bad way to make a bit of cash. And if you're lucky, it might as well be your ticket to unforeseen wealth creation. But the problem is, it's not quite as easy as just becoming a successful YouTuber. Being funny or relatable online is only going to get you so far. If you truly want to become blue tick royalty, you're going to need a massive stroke of luck, a reality TV gig maybe, or another kind of helping hand. For some, that means turning to the fake wealth industry. On YouTube, there's a trend of...
Okay, so let me say something on that, because I think two things can be true, right? What he's saying is absolutely correct. And by the way, this video is very well done. The guy's name, I think, the channel's name is Curiosities. But I think there's a point to be made there, right? What he's saying is spot on. But I think there's another side to it as well, where I'm very wary of this narrative that tries to tell people that, no, people cannot make a living on YouTube, can't make a living with content creation. But the reality of it is there are people who are sitting at home with degrees that are not really working out for them. They can't seem to get the job they want. They turn to content creation, and now they're making a living. I'm not saying, you know, Bugatti money. I'm just saying that there are people who are using their talents. There are people who are providing value, entertainment, encouragement, motivating people, and they're living off of it. I'm only saying this because I know people who personally do it. I'm only saying this because I know what creating content did for me, right? Yes, sure, you're gonna need, you know, that grace or luck, as some people call it. But the truth is, if you are talented, if you are gifted, and you provide genuine value, you can find your place in all of this madness, and you can actually make something of yourself. You can make something for yourself. So I would be very careful of this narrative that tries to tell people that it doesn't pay the bills. It actually does. It actually does. I know many people personally, and I don't even have to only speak of myself, but I know a lot of other people who are doing quite well for themselves, having used the power of social media to put on blast their talents, thing that they're good at, and they're doing well for themselves. So I would be very cautious with that narrative, especially to a young person who's looking at all of this and they're confused now, do I create content, do I not? The truth is, you can make something for yourself. Right? We live in a world right now where a lot of things are uncertain, and people would rather tell you, no, rather go and get this and that, a job over there, or rather go and do that. But we know a lot of people who are in a position that is really bad right now. And if you're in that kind of position and you can switch on the camera and talk, do it. Just do it, man.
Vloggers going on shopping sprees, attempting to dupe viewers into thinking they're rolling in cash and therefore worth watching. Titles like a tour of my 5 million rags apartment or a day in the life of a 20-year-old millionaire have become notorious. And who could forget the classic move of buying your girlfriend a Mercedes-Benz? People follow these seemingly wealthy influencers and celebrities for their daily dose of serotonin-sapping aspirational content. Even if...
I do remember seeing this video. I remember there were grown folks who were talking about it, arguing about it on Twitter back then, X now, arguing about, is it real? Is it, come on now. Come on. Like, some people are too, and it's not even just that he bought a car. I know it's possible that you can buy your girlfriend a car at that point, but come on. Like, all of it, we saw the video and it was like, don't, come on, use the adult brain, like tap into that brain, the adult brain.
You're not actually rich. The theory goes, if you can at least project that kind of wealth, the followers will follow. Exaggeration is the name of the game. If you want to make it big, you've got to amplify everything to the extreme. Outrage bait titles are your best friends, and the thumbnail better be of you looking utterly shocked at something so unbelievable your audience won't believe their eyes. So, are you an actor? Is everything a lie? Who cares? You're in this to make it rich, right? However, beneath this glittering facade of, should we say, staged wealth and opulence lies a more sinister truth. A social media economy fueled by the relentless pursuit of views, likes and subscribers. The pressure to maintain a certain image becomes an all-consuming force, pushing content creators to blur the lines between reality and fiction. The more outrageous the content, the more likely it is to grab attention in the saturated online landscape.
Hey, you need to check on her. You need to check on her. Knees, elbows, check the forehead as well. Just see if everything is okay over there. But hey, listen. And I want to say something particularly on this video right here, because there will be some young men who see stuff like this, and there will be some girl who yaps in your ear talking about, look at what other guys are doing for their girlfriends, or they'll even send it subliminally. You know, they'll put it on a status, put it on social media. God, whatever she prayed, that's what I also want. But the truth is, you live in the real world. You need to exist in the real world. You need to come into the real world and see everything for what it is, right? You gotta learn to see everything for what it is. And of course, we can be inspired by certain things sometimes. And if you see stuff like this and you take it to heart and you compare yourself to people like that, things that are this outrageous, you end up feeling like you are not good enough, you are not doing enough. But the truth is, they are not doing that either. They themselves are not doing that. You are watching reality TV. Right, you know that reality TV, Real Housewives, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it doesn't matter what it is, reality TV is still TV. So just take it with a pinch of salt and know your journey, know where you are. Don't see stuff like this and then go home and say, what am I doing wrong? What am I getting wrong? You're gonna end up in prison now, I'm telling you. I think I'm lying to you. You're gonna end up in prison. Trying to get it quick so that you can buy your girlfriend a car too. Not to mention the fact that why would you buy your girlfriend a car? Some of you are dreaming of buying your girlfriends a car, but you haven't bought your mother a car, right? Everybody at home is catching taxis, but you want to buy a girlfriends. Listen, girlfriends come and go, my friend. Girlfriends come and go until they decide they want to be a wife. Okay, let's not get into it.
But like, what happens when the desire for success leads to a culture of deception?
Sima, you good?
Ghost Hlubi. You see, the concept of a fake prank is crazy to me. But is it bizarre? Maybe not. There's this idea that making such content could negatively affect the trust between the creator and the audience, but hey, you could always make an apology video, right? Nobody is getting cancelled for deceiving the audience. If you think about it, all of this is exactly what the people want to see. You may call it consumption of aspirational content. Take for instance the infamous gold digger pranks. You watch this very same video knowing that the girl in the video is a paid actor and understanding that the car does not necessarily belong to Ghost Hlubi. The whole idea of aspirational content consumption is that you also wish that one day you could pick up Banyana and a Beamer, right? Or how about being able to buy your own girlfriend a Mercedes one day? But I mean, it's just content, right? You would probably argue that it's harmless. I mean, what harm could a video of a guy buying his girlfriend a car possibly do? Seriously, what harm is all of this? The immense social presence possessed by influencers has led to the creation of unrealistic societal expectations around personal image and lifestyle. Deceptively, their online identities are fabricated to compete with other influencers. presenting an idealized version of life that goes beyond reality. These fabricated portrayals pave the way for a societal issue where social media users are conditioned to believe that these unrealistic depictions are the standard for everyday life. The expectations set by influencers place immense pressure on individuals to manufacture a virtual identity that conforms to the standards of these seemingly wealthy YouTubers. The desire to emulate these lifestyles becomes a subconscious goal for many, fought by the constant exposure to carefully curated content that blurs the lines between aspiration and reality. You see, the problem for me is when blatant flexing of material possession.
You know, so let me say this, right? And we'll get back to this in a moment, but let me just say this. Well, by the way, I'm starting to think that this is about the very fake lifestyle of Ghost Hlubi, because I thought the title says YouTubers, but hey man, I guess he wants to make an example out of somebody. But at some point, the viewer has to hold themselves accountable. You as the viewer have to hold yourself accountable. If you have to compare social media to the real world, just like the real world, there are many different places where you can choose to exist, where you can choose to live and walk, and you can choose the kind of lifestyle that you want to live. But if you so choose that in this place called social media, in this world called social media, you want to be constantly in that place, that part of social media where people are constantly putting up aspirational content, then you cannot blame that on anyone else. You have to take accountability for the things that you choose to consume. You choose to watch this kind of content. You choose to support it. You choose to click on it. And so there's not much that you can say to a creator who obviously has the evidence that people are clicking on it. People are watching it. People are paying attention. And so because we're in an attention economy, it goes without saying that they will do whatever it is that will get them the most amount of attention. And so the question is is it really a moment for us to scrutinize the content creator, or is this an opportunity for the consumer to hold themselves accountable? I can't get mad at KFC for doing what they do. I can't get mad at McDonald's for doing what they do. They're in business. And as long as there are people walking in through the doors, going through the drive-thrus, I cannot stop them from selling and talk about how they're selling these unhealthy things, even though, no, people keep on going there to buy. And so you cannot sit in McDonald's and complain about how all the food in here is unhealthy. What did you think? You are in McDonald's. I'm saying to you that you are in the part of social media where this kind of content is everywhere. So what did you think if every other post that you see is gossip, is drama, is people's lives? You can choose the kind of content that you want to consume. Social media is a place that is full of so much content that you can choose what kind of content you want to consume. So we have to move from this place where we are trying to blame the content creators for taking advantage of the fact that people are watching and people are listening, right? It's on you as the consumer of the content, as the viewer of the content. The accountability, listen, we can talk about their accountability till the cows come home. But at the end of the day, it's on you. Don't talk about your mental health, even though you know you choose to go and watch that content. I feel like I'm not good enough. It's no one's problem but your own. I feel like I'm just not doing enough because of their content. No, you choose to watch their content.
Blurs the lines between aspiration and reality. You see, the problem for me is when blatant flexing of material possessions is presented as some form of motivation.
Guys, by the way, I'm not making this video to like flex on you guys or anything like that, but
don't lie now. Don't lie now. Don't say you're not making this video just to flex. Come on, my guy. Come on. Like, just be serious. Be for real. We know what flexing is. Except maybe if I'm too old to know what flexing means. But if I know what flexing means, It's exactly what you do.
I'm just trying to show you guys that like you can do it too at a young age, bro. You don't need to wait up until you like older, you know what I mean? You don't need to wait up until you like 50s or anything like that, like to have like these things, bro. Like anything is attainable, really. You just have to put your mind to it.
Young, unassuming viewers.
So you see, the most dangerous lie is a lie that contains truth in it. So you've got to understand when you watch stuff like this that there is a level of truth to it. I am a fan of anyone who will speak to young people and say, you don't have to wait till you're 30. You don't have to wait all this time. You can start now. Start doing something. Let me tell you something. It's possible for you to make something happen for yourself, even at your young age. It's possible for you to get your career to take off. It's possible for you to end up in the best of positions, even in your 20s. It's possible. In your early 20s, it's possible to make something for yourself. But just be careful how you put it out there. Don't lie to people, right? Don't lie to people and say, no, I'm flexing so that they can see that it's just motivation. Hey man, there's a fine line. That's all I'm saying.
Are sold on a dream that suggests that they too can achieve the same results if they work just as hard. If I can buy a 10 million rands mansion at 21, so can you. And if I can buy my girlfriend a Mercedes, so should you. I mean, why not? But the critical question remains, can you really?
I'm even afraid to get into a relationship because now, if I get into a relationship with the wrong girl, she's gonna say, hey, why am I not getting a car? What car? What car?
The disconnect between the virtual world and the reality faced by many viewers is vast, especially in South Africa. The dream sold by YouTubers often becomes an illusion, leading to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression among those who struggle to meet these unattainable standards. But is it really that bad, right? This whole thing is literally such a paradox. You see, Ghost Hlubi, for instance, is to some extent an artist and is purposely creating a fairy tale experience through his videos as a piece of art, right? He intentionally crafts a narrative that blurs the lines between reality and fantasy. His style of content creation on the surface seems very deceitful, but would you blame him? The internet has transformed into a chaotic space saturated with outrageous, biased, and fake information. The so-called attention economy, which is the driving force behind the digital era, hinges on the simple principle of generating revenue by capturing people's attention. As a result, creators on YouTube tend to go to great lengths to create content that is very extreme and dramatic. It's a simple idea. If you want to make it big, exaggerate the out of everything. These unwritten rules of the YouTube game become the guiding principles for content creators seeking fame and fortune. The algorithm is like a silent puppeteer that rewards sensationalism and amplifies the extraordinary. But here's the paradox. The very culture that encourages creators to push boundaries and blur the lines between reality and fiction is the same culture that raises questions about authenticity and trust. The algorithm, designed to maximize engagement, unintentionally fosters an environment where the line between genuine content and staged performances becomes increasingly blurred. But like, does this all mean that we live in a world where faking a lifestyle is okay? Should we be like, oh, it was just a prank, so funny? I don't think so. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, like, and see you next time, as per usual. Yeah.
Like I said, man, I think, first of all, videos like this are very important. I think videos like this have their place on social media, and there need to be people who are providing a different perspective, shining a light on the reality of what's actually going on social media. By the way, the name of the channel, like I said, is Curiosities. Check it out. I saw some great content on there. But at the end of the day, like I said, I think the accountability is with the viewer. As a viewer, you have to understand the options that you have online. Doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you're into, you will find it on social media. Just like in the real world, you cannot find yourself in the real world hanging around church kids and wondering why they're always talking about God, or hanging around stoners and wondering why you're always high. You cannot do that. You have to understand that whatever it is, whatever position you've put yourself in, wherever it is that you choose to exist, the lifestyle that you choose to be a part of is the lifestyle that you will continue to see made manifest all around you. So don't put yourself in that kind of position and then come and talk about how depressed you are because of what you see on social media. It's that way because you chose to have it that way. It'll take about 2 days for you to curate a completely different social media for yourself. You can restructure, reorganize your entire social media so that everything that you see will be for your benefit. The type of entertainment that you think is good, the type of information you want to get, the type of content that you want to consume, you can find it. This algorithm is a powerful thing. It gives you more of what you continue to consume. So as long as you keep on consuming content like that, don't complain when the algorithm gives you more of that. My friend, there is another part of social media where it is positive. There's a part of social media where it is wholesome, where people are being encouraged, where people are being healed. That part of social media exists.